Looking across the country, as we've established, it's not just us. You can see the heat advisories in orange and the extreme heat warnings in that magenta color, and these are in place for nearly 200 million people. We're talking about more than half the U.S. population under heat alerts right now. And as we zoom in here to home, you can see that we are part of that population very clearly. Extreme heat warnings again in magenta, and those heat advisories today in the orange. And those are more so out of our area. We here at home are in the warnings. That means you really want to take this seriously, right? This is not exactly a pleasant stretch in terms of the weather, and it can also be an issue for your health. So let's talk about it. We'll start with this look at the Providence Skycam, and then the temperature is over it here. We're starting to make our way down from our highs, but it's a slow and steady process. 86 right now in Providence. It's 90 in Smithfield. Westerly at 83. The coast is the place to be today and tomorrow, I'll tell you that much. Newport at 81 and 87 in New Bedford. It feels like we're still in the triple digits because of the humidity as we look back toward places like Smithfield, for example. The sun as well helping us to feel extra hot on a day like today. And even the coast where the temperatures are cooler, still feeling largely like we're in the mid 80s. Even New Bedford right now feeling like 91. Overnight tonight, temperatures stay really warm. And I want to emphasize this because it's so important. Everyone loves to focus on the high temperatures and how extreme they are. But the fact that our low temperatures have been and will continue to be in the 70s, some even in the mid 70s, that's really tough on your body. And you want to make sure your AC is working correctly, considering when you're in that prolonged heat, even at night, your body doesn't get that chance to cool down. And you really want to make sure you're taking that in mind. If you have to stay at a friend's house, that's great. And a little piece of advice, there are plenty of cooling centers around the Ocean State and the Bay State as well, so you can seek out those cooling centers if there's something wrong with your AC. You can always go to a big box store as well. There's always a 24-hour Walmart somewhere or something like that that you can just go get a break from the outdoors. Now, taking a look at high temperatures tomorrow, very clearly we are still in it. 100 degrees tomorrow for Providence. Yeah, triple digits. That is not a typo. We are looking at the big number there. Taunton as well. 99 for New Bedford, 99 for Smithfield, 93 in Newport tomorrow, and 96 in North Kingstown as the heat continues to build. It will feel as we go through the afternoon like we are in the triple digits once again, and more widespread, I might add. So it'll feel largely like we're between 100 and 110 by the time we get to tomorrow afternoon. Again, guys, take that heat seriously, right? If you don't have to spend time outside, well, I would advise you spend time indoors instead. Light, loose clothing when you are outside, tons of water. I plowed through like 7 or 8 water bottles yesterday, and that was just during the hours I was outside. That's how much your body needs when it's just this hot and humid. Remember, when the air has moisture in it, it doesn't need yours. Your sweat doesn't evaporate, and that's why you have so many people with issues like heat stroke, for example, when it's this hot. Make sure you're checking on your neighbors and your pets, too. You want to make sure everyone's okay. Now, when does this heat finally break? Let's talk about that. Satellite and radar really quiet, not just at home, but around us, as high pressure is the dominant force in the forecast for millions of people, and it's going to take until Wednesday for things to finally change. But here's the thing. What happens when we change air masses? Well, it's a little uncomfortable, right? And with that, with this air mass finally changing, finally shifting, we might end up with a couple of showers, even a thunderstorm or two. I want to emphasize we do have a level 1 risk, a marginal risk from the SPC, the Storm Prediction Center, that just brushes into the Ocean State and into Bristol County, Massachusetts as well. Now, what does that mean? It means 1 or 2 storms could get a little bit nasty. We could have some gusty winds and some heavy rain, but for the most part, we're looking at run-of-the-mill thunderstorms. Not like everybody will see severe weather. It's just something we have to watch for. As we move into Thursday, look at the dramatic dip in temperatures. We're back down to the 70s Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and even Sunday as well. But this pattern stays unsettled. We have fronts nearby that just don't really want to move very quickly. So it's not going to be picture perfect, but thankfully we will be out of the triple digits.